We will now determine the true statements out of the given three statements. So let's understand this first statement. Here it is given that Leibniz notation in the statement of the problem is incorrect. It doesn't make sense to compute both dy by dx and dy by du. This statement is incorrect because if you consider this derivative, that is dy by dx equals dy by du times du by dx. Basically, this is the Leibniz notation of finding dy by dx when y is a function of x. I'm sorry, y is a function of u, and u is a function of x. So in this situation, we can use this Leibniz notation, that is basically the chain rule, to determine the dy by dx. And here it is given as incorrect. So we see that this statement is not true. Now let's consider the second statement. Equivalently, if f of x equals y circle u of x, then f prime of x equals y prime of u times u prime of x. This is true. We'll understand this. Suppose if y equals u of x, and okay, let's consider f of x. It's not y. It is if f of x, and this is y of u. That is, it is a function of u, where u is a function of x. This is a function of x. So when we find its derivative, we apply the chain rule. That is, we write down f prime of x, and this equals, we have to apply the chain rule. First, we find the derivative of y, that is y prime of the inside part, that is y prime of u, times we then find the derivative of y with respect to u with respect to x, because u is a function of x. So we write down u prime of x. So basically, we are getting this expression: if f of x equals f y circle u of x. That is, this is basically y of u of x. That is, it's a function of y. Y is a function of u, where u is a function of x. So this statement is true. And lastly, we have the statement: the Leibniz notation above implies that y is a function of u and u is a function of x. This is true, as I have explained it for part A. That is, whenever we have y as a function of u and u as a function of x, then to find its derivative, we basically use this chain rule or the Leibniz notation. That is, dy by dx equal. We first find the derivative of y with respect to u, because y is a function of u. Multiply with the derivative of u with respect to x, because u is a function of x. So this statement is true.